What's up, guys? This is Turtle, and this is a quick vlog to just talk about what's been going on this week. I've been watching anime. I've been watching Death Note for the first time. I'm not going to spoil anything in it, but I will say I at first didn't think I would enjoy it, and then I kind of realized it's very much like Code Geass, which was another one that I'm not going to spoil. But I enjoyed Code Geass a lot. I liked the main character is just so, like, he's such a well thought out, not just character, but like well thinking out character. Like, he has the mental stuff going on, and that's something I like. And I think this Death Note has the same kind of thing going on, so I like it. It's enjoyable to watch and see, like, just like where the writers are going with this. It's a bit different than, like, that's why I like a lot of Japanese anime, is the writers, man, they come up with crazy ideas compared to just American anything is like burp and fart jokes all day, and I'm pretty fed up with it. You know, we're not making ourselves use our minds, and it's not doing us any good. So to see at least the Japanese anime sectors have these, like, you know, big mind twisting, make you think, make you try and guess what's going to happen stuff, I appreciate it. So there's a lot of animes like that I appreciate. Even animes that aren't so much like that at least, you know, they have like a story that's like, even like Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are pretty up there on my anime list. So just the way that they have the story and character development and detail, I really like those kind of things in anime. I like those in movies too. I don't watch a lot of, like, Japanese movies. I watch more American movies. Obviously, in the last couple years we've had a lot more comic book movies, which has been amazing, because there's a lot more room for character development and stuff when they have series of these movies, like Avengers and stuff, the Iron Man and the other Avengers. They have these build-up movies that give you so much information on how they became how they are, why they became how they are, and I like that kind of stuff. And I think American entertainment definitely needs more of that. We definitely, I mean, man, for it seemed like a few years there was just like such a lack of anything intelligent, and every time I try and watch Cartoon Network or Comedy Central, I'm just like embarrassed to just see some of the stuff that is popular or is just always on. Man, I mean, some of the shows I'm just like, I don't want to call anything out. I don't want to be like that guy that's just, you know, this show sucks, but there's been a lot lately that I've seen, and I'm just like, oh. And so I've watched a lot more anime in the last few years because I get more from it. And so yeah, I think that's the same with probably, I won't say all, but a lot of people that like anime is they just like getting more lore, more story, more of whatever. I mean, better writing. Just a lot of it's a lot more well thought out, a lot more planned. Especially anime that comes from manga. It's almost the same as comic book and comic book movies. There was a few years where comic book and comic book movies were like, oh, not another one, don't, you know, because they never, kind of like with video game being turned into a movie, the same kind of thing happened for a few years where it's like, man, this, not again, please, you know, you're ruining my memories from this game or from this comic book, whatever the source material was. And I think we're getting to a lot better place. Movie standards have gone up, I think, because of some of the things that have flopped and some of the things that have made success. I think there's definitely like that formula that they try and follow with some of the movies that if it works, they're gonna like do it again for every movie, which that's kind of sad. I wish they would kind of step away from that. But there's been a lot more good adaptations from one medium to another. So yeah, I mean, like Spider-Man, Iron Man 3 is coming out this year, and I think that's one of those movies I want to see. You know, I know a lot of people didn't really care for like the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, because it was like a reboot from the other system, from the 1, 2, and 3, from the Spider-Mans, and I liked it. I mean, I liked the Amazing Spider-Man just because it was more stuff. I mean, it's different, and that's something to argue about later. The X-Men movies, I think, are getting better. I think X-Men 1, 2, and 3, the first one was like, cool, the second one was like, what? And then the third one was like, why? Why did they do this? I think Wolverine Origins kind of brought like a different thing to it. It was kind of an origin story for one character. It still let you know like that it's the same actor, so it's still like in the same universe. And then they did First Class, and they, you know, still trying to work that all together. And then I hear the new movie is man, I can't remember what the next First Class and the X-Men 3 actors together in a kind of cool time traveling thing, which was in like an episode, a comic book episode in the 80s, I think it was 84 or something, 86, somewhere in there. I read about it a little bit, and I was like, that's doing it right. They're, you know, they're following and learning from the source material, and it's something American animation can learn to do a lot better, for sure. I think there's a lot of people that I've talked with about like the third X-Men movie that was like, I can't believe they did that, but they could redeem themselves with the movie coming up, you know, in the next, I think it's in the next year. I don't know if it's 2014, its release timeline, I don't know, but yeah, didn't mean to talk about X-Men this long, but so I've been watching Death Note this week, and then like kind of like in the background I've had Bleach on, starting from like the beginning, because I watched Samurai Champloo before I was watching Death Note, and samurai stuff, I end up wanting to watch Bleach after or before I end up watching other stuff. It's one of those like fallback, like, oh, watch this. I've seen it a couple times now, so it's really for background anime, like just going on in the background when I'm playing games, or when I'm falling asleep, is like, oh, it's Bleach. You know, I'm out of it. And so I've been hearing more of that than watching it. Not really like my main focus. I'm not just like, oh, Bleach. Oh. I'm like watching Death Note, paying attention to that, and then when it's like time to pass out, I'm like, switch to Bleach. So I normally set up like 2 or 3 episodes of Death Note and then like a whole stream of Bleach, so it'll just keep going when I pass out. Generally when I watch anime, I watch with the dub version. And I've had to explain this to people, and they're like, why? The subs is so much better. It's just better. You get like the actual story, and when it's dubbed, there's like between censorship and just mistranslation, and I'm like, my problem with subtitled anime is I'm trying to watch anime at the times I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to watch a show, get some story, and then like be put in that mindset of like, good night. You know, I don't want to watch anything that's like, Death Note's definitely one of the harder animes to watch because it's like get your mind thinking and stuff. But generally, I want to watch something after that that I can fall asleep, or even if I could fall asleep while it's on, it doesn't bother me to start up the next day and try and like, how far was I in this episode, and kind of seek back through it, and then pick up a little bit, normally a little bit before where I fell asleep or don't remember what happened. Which there, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of it 2 or 3 times, especially if I fall asleep like the next day, just fall asleep right again in the same episode. Then I'm like, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me. I know I watch it in dub, so I'm not sitting there reading the whole time, and that definitely bothers some people, and they don't like it. They're like, it would be better if you just watched the subtitled version. And, you know, I mean, I have my reasons. So, I'm sure anyone else that tries to fall asleep to anime doesn't want to be sitting there reading unless the reading is the reason they're watching it, so it puts them to sleep. I totally pass out reading anything, like any book. I'm just like, bam, I'm out. So, page one, I don't remember page one. I made it halfway through the first paragraph and I'm asleep. So, yeah, that made high school rough. Anyways, I still want to work on some like comparison of Fullmetal Alchemist and Brotherhood. I really don't know. I need to just like write it out, like what the differences are, and then make like this is a spoiler alert kind of thing, and make a video for it. I don't think I could have any video from the show in it. I don't know the copyright policies well enough to not get in trouble with my YouTube account, and I don't want to get it closed down. So, yeah, it's pretty much all that's been going on. Death Note for the first time, and I'm liking it. Haven't finished it. I'm probably 20-something episodes in. It's probably Samurai Champloo made me want to watch Bleach, so this will probably make me want to watch Code Geass. I feel like I want to watch Code Geass again. It was Code Geass being one of, if I had to put like a top 5 or 10, it's like, it's up there. I don't know what the exact order is. Fullmetal Alchemist and Brotherhood are up there. I'd say Brotherhood's probably my favorite of those two, and then Code Geass is up there, and then Bleach is up there, and then if I have to go like nostalgic, it's like Dragon Ball Z, and man, there's too many that are like a close third, fourth, fifth, that they'd be a lot tied in that top 10 or so list. That some of them, I mean, for different reasons too. Some of them are nostalgic, some of them are just like amazing story. Alchemist, Brotherhood, and Code Geass are like up there for the story. Dragon Ball Z is obviously like I watched it in high school every day because it was on every day after school or at night, Toonami and stuff. So, you know, Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that was on in like 2000, I want to say 2001 and 2. Anything that was on Toonami back then, I don't exactly remember what I was on, but I remember watching a lot of that stuff, Tenchi Muyo and those that are, to me, they're throwbacks if I want to watch something that's like, oh, I haven't seen this in a long time, or, you know, oh, I remember watching this. Those ones I'll watch up as background or to go to sleep. So, other than that, that's pretty much all that's been going on this week. I had some streaming going on, played some ARAM League of Legends, and had some people on the stream that I think they were having a pretty good time, so it was pretty fun. The internet up my bandwidth to like almost double the upload than I had before, and so the streaming was a lot smoother looking. I still think I mean, this is a borrowed webcam, so it's not the best, but I think I do want to get a better webcam, so I have the face cam going on. I think there's definitely some computer parts I need, and then I'm using XSplit to do most of the recording, and I think if I used something else, there was another program, I forget what it's called now, and I was reading about it being a pretty good gaming one, and so I need to look into that and see if it has the thing I like probably most about XSplit is the separate microphone recording and what you hear recording, or like desktop sound recording, where I used Adobe's, or was it Adobe, or is it Flash Media Encoder, whatever that, FME, yeah. That, like, it was like one or the other. You can have your microphone or you can have your game sounds. You can't have both. And that annoyed me so much. That's why I went back to XSplit and was like, okay, using this. Livestream.com's Procaster, I think I could get it to work for audio okay, but then I couldn't get the video as good, or something was weird with that one. And so again, back to XSplit. So I know Twitch announced their like premium subscribing fee that would give people stuff, icons and chat colors and whatever on whatever Twitch channels they're watching, and it would give partners and stuff on Twitch like a cut for everyone that goes as if they were watching the commercials without having to watch the commercials. That's kind of a cool thing that I heard about this week and read about. I'm not a partner on Twitch, so I don't think I'd see a cut from that at all unless I get more viewers, but could happen. More of those like random ARAM games with a bunch of people watching, and it could happen. So yeah, if things pick up, might see more videos on here. And I think one of the things I definitely need to get is a better webcam, my own webcam, and then that will help. I think I can make better videos. I know this video is probably not going to look the best. I was just kind of throwing something together so I'd have a good vlog, and instead of just having League of Legends, me talking over a League of Legends game, this is kind of nice for a different change of pace and actual vlog format. I trying to think of names to throw out for a show if I were to do, and Turtle Talks was one possibility. So Turtle Talks the vlog could be coming to YouTube at some point. Other than that, nothing else really going on. That's a lot. This is kind of a longer video, so hope you guys are having a good week, and hope you guys that are anime people or gaming people are enjoying your anime and games respectively. If you're both, then hope you're having both. If you're a football person, well, Super Bowl's over, so now you can wait for, I don't know March Madness is coming up, so college basketball soon. That's more of a sport I can follow. I don't think hockey's going on anymore. So whatever you're into, hope it's going good. Hope your teams are winning, and I feel like video games are better. I wanted to have this conversation with someone about how video games, like, I'm actively playing on the team, so I actively, know what's going on in esports. You watch and you're like, oh man, that could be me. I could be, and versus like football, I don't play football. I a little bit in like gym class in high school and stuff, junior high, and it's even then I didn't care about it enough to be like, yeah, football, we gotta, and yeah, like at least video games, like if I watch video games, I'm like, yeah, these guys are like, this team's doing really good, or whatever, or this guy's bad, he's terrible shot. Black Ops people are funny. We were playing, my friend and I were playing last night, and it's like, doesn't matter what gun you use, it doesn't matter, because you're that gun noob. You're using pistols, pistol noob. Using a shotgun noob. Using SMGs, SMG noob. Doesn't matter. Sniper noob. Knifing noob. Doesn't matter. Whatever you're using, it makes you a noob. That's the mentality of Black Ops 2 people or players. I think probably any Call of Duty player is, oh, you're using that gun? You're a noob. And then you see them using the same gun like 2 rounds later because they think he was doing really good. Maybe that gun's better than the one I've been using. And then they suck with it, and they just realize that they suck at the game. Anyways, random tangent. Sorry. So, hope you guys have a good week. I'll see you guys next time I get a video up. I've got Facebook and Twitter posting when I post stuff. On YouTube, it's pretty quick. It's normally quicker than I even get the thing fully edited, the information edited, so you guys will probably see this before the information's even ready. So, thanks for watching the video, guys, and have a good week.